Hello everyone, here in this video we are going to talk about the greatest scientist, the Sir Isaac Newton. He was the physicist, mathematician and the astronomer. He was born on 4th January 1643 in Woolsthorpe Kingdom in England. He was the farmer's child and his father's name is Isaac Newton Sr. and his mother is Hannah Ayscough. His father was died before 4 months of his birth. His mother remarried when he was 3 years old. Isaac Newton was admitted in school when he was 12 years old. He was not so good in his studies. He was so poor student. At one point his mother tried to take him out of school so he could help her on the farming. But here also he was not doing good. Because of lack of interest he left the farming and was soon back at school. Isaac attained his preliminary education from the King's School in Grantham, where he done excellent studies and achieved the top rank. After he joined the Trinity College, Cambridge by taking financial help from the university in 1661. Isaac Newton was one of the greatest mathematicians. When he was 24 years old, he invented a whole new branch of mathematics which he called the fluxion. Today we call this maths the calculus. Calculus has so many uses in all other branches of science like physics, chemistry, mathematics, engineering. Sir Isaac Newton is so famous for his discovery of gravitation. It was happened from the incident that he is sitting in his garden when an apple falls on his head, and that time he started thinking about how and why this happened. And he found the theory of gravitation. He would spend much of his life at Cambridge, becoming a professor of mathematics and a fellow of the Royal Society. Eventually he was elected to represent Cambridge University as a member of Parliament. Isaac left the Cambridge in 1665 until 1667 because of the epidemic of plague. After leaving the Cambridge he spent his 2 years in isolation at his home in Woolsthorpe. He spent 2 years of studying, developing his theory in calculus, gravity and the laws of motion. In 1696 Newton became the Warden of 3 Royal Mint in London. He was elected as the President of the Royal Society in 1703 and was knighted by Queen in 1705. In 1687 he published his most important work called the Philosophiae Naturalis Principia Mathematica. In this work he described 3 laws of motion and also the law of universal gravitation. This work would go down as one of the most important work in the history of science. It introduced the theory of gravitation but also defined the principle of the modern physics. In the Newton's Principia his all the theory of gravity helps to understand the motion of Earth, Moon and other planets around the Sun. Today this law is known as the Newton's law of universal gravitation. Newton's law of motion is known as the fundamental laws of physics. These laws laid to the new foundation of the branch of physics called the classical mechanics. Apart from all of this, he also invented the reflecting telescope in 1668. This type of telescopes uses mirror to reflect light and form the image. Nearly all of the major telescopes used in astronomy are reflecting telescopes. So this is all about the Sir Isaac Newton's life and his inventions. Thanks for watching. If you like this video then don't forget to like this video and subscribe our channel. You can suggest the topics for future videos in comments below.